Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be making a DIY replica of Madame So's project bag. Let's get into it. So I saw this bag online and I was like, oh my God, I want to buy this. And to prevent myself from impulse buying, I just saved it in a tab and I was like, okay, let me think about it because the lowest amount that they sell is you have to buy 2 of them and it's $30. So it's $15 a piece, which I'm sure is well worth it because it looks like a wonderful bag. But that's $30 I don't need to be spending on a product that I don't need, right? And I was at Walmart getting my shelf liner, and the interfacing that I showed you, the stuff that we use to make the easy piecing, I'll have that video linked down below. And I saw this vinyl in the remnant bin. So this whole piece was $1.34, and I opened it up. It was just what's the word? Rubber band. There was a rubber band around it, and I opened it up at the table at Walmart and measured and made sure that there was enough interfacing, enough material here to make the project. I was like, okay, for $1.34, I can try out this project. I knew I had zippers at home, so I grabbed these from my zipper stash. My zipper stash is made up from zippers that I've bought at the thrift store. Whenever I go to the thrift store, if they have zippers that look like they're still in the packaging, they look like they're still in good condition, and they're less than $1, I pick them up. I also have a stash of just like a bulk zipper set that I got on Amazon. So all of those zippers, I have them in like a gallon size Ziploc bag, and then whenever I need them for a project, I just find what I need. So we have 2 mismatched zippers. We have a purple one and a pink one. And then I didn't pull it out, but I also have handle material, which is black. And then for the binding, I don't know where I put it, but we're going to use the same binding that I use. Oh, here it is. This is the bias tape that I used for the jar opener banner. We're just gonna go ahead and use this. So the handle and the bias tape are both gonna be black. Obviously there's no pattern that I'm following. I just saw the bag, I've looked at it, I've gone all over the website, and I think I understand how they made it. So the bag is 16 by 16, and then it has a little pouch on the front that's 10 by 16. Obviously, this video is not sponsored. If you want to go buy the bag, I'll have it linked down below. I just want to see if I can make it myself, if I like the bag after I've made it, and then I might end up making some more myself, or I might end up purchasing from them. But I think it's a brilliant idea. I love that it has handles. I have these smaller project bags. I don't know if there's any around here, but I use them all the time. Of course, I have none within reach to show you, but they're just rectangle project bags, and I use them all the time. I have projects constantly going in and out of them, but the fact that this has its own handles and it's its own like full bag, like the little project bags that I use are more like you put them within another bag. So I'm really excited to see if I like this concept more. But I do need to make myself some more just plain project bags if this doesn't work out, and it's definitely cheaper to make it yourself than to buy it. So anyways, that is my rambling, that is my thought process behind this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is figure out how I want this fabric cut. So from what I can tell, the main part of the bag is one piece. I do not see a bottom seam. So that means that the 16 by 16 is actually 16 by 32 because it's folded over. And then the front pocket that's added on is an additional piece. So we need 2 pieces of cut material. So let me go ahead and measure this out, and we're gonna cut out the material and we're gonna start sewing it together. All right, so here are all of our pieces. So I've got 2 handles. I kind of measured my arm and saw that I needed at least 20 inches, and I decided to do 24 inches. I don't know if this is enough, but we'll see. And then I have 2 zippers here, which are, how long are they? They are 18-inch zippers. And then I have the big piece, which right now it is cut 17 by 32. and it is such a pain to cut plastic like this. And I didn't mention this, but when I opened it, it like smelt bad and it was not flat. And so I used a Clorox wipe over the whole thing. And then I also ironed it. I used a medium iron with a towel over top and a dry iron, and I just ironed it the best I could. And then we have the smaller pocket. So I'm thinking we need to do all of the like things to the main pouch. So like take this little pouch, get this sewn on, and then get the handle sewn on, and then I think we construct the main pouch. That's how I'm thinking we go about this. I'm not really certain. I'm not following a tutorial or anything. I'm just looking at how the product looks and how I think it's made, because there's no bottom seam, right? And then the seams for the side are on the inside. So I'm thinking we take this front pouch, get this sewn on, put some bias tape on the bottom to get it stuck on, and do it a little above the bottom of the bag, and then do the handles, and then take this up and put the bias tape on like this and turn it right side out. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But then when do we add the zipper on the top? I don't know. I'm going to start working on the front pouch because we got to get this on, and I'm going to think about the construction of this. I'm not totally certain how to do this and have like this be no seam down here. So anyways, that's where I'm at. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking for the front pouch here. So I got this part sewn down, I stitched it like you normally would, and then I did increase my stitch length and do an understitch. That way the zipper doesn't get caught in the plastic. I don't think I could do this one-handed, but like that. So the next thing is to get the zipper stuck onto the pouch and to close it. So I'm thinking that we stitch it down like this, and then pull it down, and then push the bias tape on and stitch the bias tape straight down. I'm thinking that's how we get this pocket on here. That's what I'm going to do, and then we'll do the handles next. Good Lord, I hate sewing on this plastic. Look how bad my line is. That is not a straight line. I don't see myself making like 100 of these in the future, but if I can accomplish this one, I will be very proud of myself. So we have the zipper down. I think I should do the same thing where I did those stitches. Never mind, that's not really gonna work. So I'm gonna take this piece of bias tape, stick it on this edge, and then sew it down. I gotta open this up. I was just holding it at the halfway, but open it up and then stitch it down. That way we have the front pocket, and then we're gonna do the handles. Okay, so she may look ugly, but the pocket does work. We've got this stitched on now. So now for the handles, these guys are gonna go here, right? Because they're gonna go here, because then at the top, we're gonna put the other zipper on. So I'm guessing we need to do the top zipper and then the sides, and this stuff still needs to be trimmed down. I don't know, I'm kind of like figuring out as I go. This is how I like doing my handles. I use this 5-inch ruler to separate them. Again, this is not going to be perfect when I remove this and I try to go to the machine, because we are stitching down here, because this part needs to be loose for the zipper. I have a feeling these are not going to be straight, just like this zipper here is not straight, but we're going to do the best we can. Okay, brace yourself for some of the ugliest handles. So I did the box method, and you can see here I did an absolutely terrible job, but they are stitched on there. I don't know if you can see that one. So they are stitched on there. So our next step is the top zipper and then the sides. That's the method, I think, because we need the zipper to be on the top, right? And then we need the bias tape on the inside. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna show you in between or just the final product, but those are the next two steps. Okay, I couldn't resist showing you before we're done. So I have the zipper opened up here, but I have it clipped down so it stays in the same spot.
I have my bias tape cut, so the bias tape is going to go along these two edges, and I'm going to fold it in on the top here to hold it tight, and we're going to turn it right side out, burr the bag, and it's going to be done. We have the sides sewn on. In no way is this a straight line. Thankfully, you can't see it because I use black thread and the black, what's it called? Bias tape. I am loving this roll of bias tape off Amazon. It's been so nice to not have to make bias tape for projects. So right now I am just checking and making sure that I don't have any gaps and just kind of pulling. Okay, we are gonna birth this bag and see what it looks like.
Alrighty, drum roll please. Here is the final project. This was a pain in the butt to turn. Birthing this bag was so hard because the plastic wanted to stick to itself. I think I need to use a blow dryer on it to get all of the remaining creases out, but we have a done bag. I think this is such a cool bag. I have some stuff here so we can test out putting things in the bag. So I have a chopstick, a ruler, some big scissors, some little scissors. So we're gonna stuff all of those guys in the front pocket. So there they are in the front pocket. And then in the big pocket, I don't like how the zipper turned out. So I don't know how I could do that better, but I don't like how the zipper turned out on the top. And I think it needs to be like a beefier zipper. And I also might stitch this down. I don't like how the inside is like pushing up, so I'm probably gonna stitch this down. But here is, what is it? A layer cake. I'm gonna drop that in there. And there we go. There is our project bag. I am so happy how this turned out. I am so proud of myself for not impulse buying and for, you know, pushing myself to push the boundaries. This is only the second plastic, what is this word? Vinyl bag that I've made. I made the stadium bag earlier this year, and I did get some good use out of that at the beach, at the stadium. So I am learning slow and sure how to work with vinyl, but this was definitely such a rewarding project, so much better than just clicking online. I mean, certainly if you have the funds to go buy it brand new, go ahead and buy it brand new, but if you want to make it yourself, there you go. That's how you make it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.